Welcome back, everybody. XFiz Guy here. Welcome to the personal training episode in the Profession series. I've covered strength and conditioning at length in my previous video, so I want to go over the profession of personal training today as far as certifications, scope of practice, and what kinds of qualifications a personal trainer might have. Personal training is a profession within exercise science where an individual works with clients either in a one-on-one, in a group or small group or larger group, and they look to improve overall fitness and overall health. And they do that through strength training and aerobic training. One of the biggest, I guess we can call it just one of the biggest topics to talk about with personal training is that it's quite different from, say, strength and conditioning or becoming an exercise physiologist in a sense that no matter where you get your certification from, so no matter which agency you decide to use, whether it's the American College of Sports Medicine or whether it's the American Council of Exercise or the NSCA, National Strength and Conditioning Association, whichever one you use, the majority of personal training certifications out there will not require any kind of degree from a university. The standard set of prerequisite requirements for a certified personal training exam are that the individual needs to be 18 years of age and must have graduated from high school or have a GED, which is a high school diploma equivalent. Some qualifications may ask you to be CPR and AED certified, which is very easy to get. I'm not going to talk about that. But again, for scope of practice, certified personal trainers, yes, they are certified to work with you to build strength, build overall health and fitness. They are not qualified to work with high risk or special populations individuals. So those who have medically controlled cardiovascular disease, pulmonary disease, metabolic disease such as diabetes, or those who are pregnant, they're considered a special populations. So personal trainers really, their scope of practice is narrow. They really work with individuals who are already seemingly healthy, who don't have really any underlying chronic health conditions, and who aren't at high risk for developing any kind of chronic issues. Now, this is no fault of a personal trainer. It's just that it's not covered in the personal training exams or in the schooling, whereas a certified exercise physiologist would be, and I will cover that in a different episode. But one of the biggest things I want to talk about from any standpoint, really, whether you're someone who wants to get a personal training certification or you're an employer looking to hire someone or you're a client looking to, you say, okay, I want to get a personal trainer. Who do I go to? What you should make sure of is that your personal training certification, which again, from whichever agency you decide to use, you want to make sure that that agency is accredited by the NCCA. And the NCCA, you can go right to their website. I'll put a link in the comments section, actually, right in the description below. I'll put a link to where you can just pull it up. You click the drop-down box, you put health and fitness, and it'll bring up a list of different agencies that are accredited, where all their exams are accredited. And right now, I just want to put a little picture up right now to just kind of display some differences in some of the certifications. So in this chart that I've put up on the screen, you'll see the top 5 columns have different certifying agencies from left to right. The ACSM is the American College of Sports Medicine. ACE is the American Council of Exercise. The NSCA is the National Strength and Conditioning Association. The NASM is the National Academy of Sports Medicine. And the ISSA is the International Sports Sciences Association. And I'm not going to go over the entire chart. I just want to go over the first row where it says accredited by NCCA. This is where you really want to make sure that you have a checkbox. Because if you have a checkbox, that basically means that your certification is going to be on par with the rest of the others. It means that the NCCA has come through and said, yes, you meet a minimum requirement for a certain standard. So, and this will hold true for whether you're a student looking to get the certification or your employer wondering if it's accredited or not. And like I said earlier, you can always go on to the NCCA website and double check. So I hope that that was a pretty good introduction to the certifications and the work that a certified personal trainer might do. But again, I want to finish up with a few important notes. Typically, with certified personal trainers, their curriculums or when they study, there are a few things that aren't really covered in depth. Nutrition is probably the biggest one, and it's the biggest one throughout all of the certifications from all the governing bodies. So whether it's NSCA or ACSM, your personal trainer level exams won't cover those in depth, and they won't cover some of the more advanced things like Olympic lifts or more advanced lifts like that. Again, what else personal trainers or exercise physiologists are not trained or qualified to do? We do not treat injury. We do not use massage or any other manipulative techniques to treat acute or chronic injuries. Of course, we can give strength programs to help. We are not dietitians. We are not nutritionists. Even if you have a fitness professional who is certified in nutrition, which is a really nice addition to have. If you're going to be ensconced in the profession, it really is worth it to get a dual certification, one in nutrition and one in fitness and training. But even with that, fitness professionals have to be really careful not to overstep their boundaries and not to go outside of their scope. So what I mean is fitness professionals should not be prescribing specific diets, really. We can help discuss things like macronutrients, like protein, carbohydrate, and lipids, but, and maybe help with reading food labels and kind of, deciphering ingredients and whatnot. And we can help in those kinds of ways, but we can't really tell you, or we shouldn't rather say, oh, okay, you should eat this, this, and this at this time, and that we're not qualified to do that. So again, I hope this was a pretty good introduction and sort of explanation and breakdown of the scope of practice and what you might expect from personal trainers. Keep checking back for some other videos, and make sure to put any comments that you have down in the section below. See ya.